All right, so when you do a plank, you want to push up through your elbows into your shoulder blades, and then make sure that you're in a straight line from your shoulders, hips, and knees so that your back is flat. You don't want your hips too far up or hanging down to put pressure on the low back. And he's going to keep his neck relaxed, breathing, looking straight ahead. He's not hanging his neck or trying to look up. And then you're going to keep your breathing relaxed until your form starts to give out and your back starts to sink down, and that's when you should be done.
So this exercise, we're going to do an abductor clamshell. What we're working is the gluteus medius right back here, posterior chain, trying to strengthen that, which helps in low back pain and reducing low back pain. So your feet are going to be stacked up right here, band around the knees, pick your resistance, start with light and then move to heavier. Another thing you want to pay attention to is that your hips are not rolling backwards. You want to keep them straight in line with your body here. So knees are at a 90-degree bend. He's keeping pressure, nice and slow movement up, getting a pause at the top. Keep in tension when he gets to the bottom so that the muscle is always under contraction. Good, Tim. So the next exercise we're going to do is a Superman. There's a couple of modifications that we can make, but to start, Tim's going to start with his arms straight back, and he's going to lift his chest up off of the ground as well as pulling up on his legs. Now you may not be able to get up very high. All you really want to do is make sure you just feel contraction down in your low back. Now when this gets easier, you can swing your arms all the way out in front of you, and then lifting back up again, contracting in the lower back. Now Tim has really good range of motion. If you're dealing with back pain, you're probably not going to be able to get this high. Just again, make sure you keep tension in the lower back. Now we'll go up in up nice and smooth. We'll hold for about 10 seconds, and then we'll go back down again, and then we'll come back up for about 10 seconds, and just keep doing that till you feel like your low back is fatigued. Good, Tim. So this one's going to be a hip flexor stretch. Not exactly an exercise, but it's a good stretch. So we'll start with your toe pointed down into the ground, your knees bent right here, 90-degree bend here, two hands and pressure, and then you're just going to lean forward and push through your knee, keeping your body upright, your abs nice and tight, your back flexed as well, and you're going to feel a pull right through here. Each of these you're going to hold for at least 30 seconds, and then you can take a little bit of a break and then go back and do another 30 to 45 seconds. Okay, so this stretch is going to work your glutes and your hamstrings a little bit, pulling all the way through here. So you bring your leg up, over, set it on the knee. Back stays flat, and for the demonstration I'm going to have my head up, but generally you want to keep your neck flat on the ground as well. So you'll grab on right out across your knee and try and pull it to the opposite shoulder. So this is what it'll look like. Again, we're trying to hold for 30, 45 seconds. Get a good pull in there, keep the tension on it, stretching it out. And then when you're done, we'll switch sides and do that.
All right, so if we're doing a wall sit here, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go low enough. You're gonna try and get your body down to your legs down to 90 degrees so that your thighs are parallel with the ground, but if you can't get that low, that's okay too. And then you're going to keep your back flat against the wall, and the focus should be pushing through your heels, and you're gonna continue holding here until you no longer can hold without keeping good form. So here we're doing a stationary lunge, and what you wanna do is keep a split squat or a split stance and keep your feet still hip width apart, and then weight in your front heel and back toe, and we're gonna drop your body straight to the ground without shifting your weight too far forward, getting as low as you can. If you can get to the ground, great, but you don't have to. And then coming up until you keep a small bend in your front leg, and then you're gonna return back down. You're gonna do as many of these as you can until you no longer can push up through your front foot.